Hey everyone, I'm Andy Brown, your professor. Hope you're having a good semester down there at Trine University. I will be down there for a game on Saturday the 9th. So I'll be up in the press box with Kyler at Zollner Stadium. If you want to stop and say hi, September 9th, I will be there probably an hour and a half before game time. So come up to the press box and say hello. I would love to meet you in person if I haven't already. And then I plan to be back on the 10th. We have a soccer game on the 10th, which is a Sunday. I'm going to come down there and do that with a student. I'm not a great soccer announcer, but my kids are into Premier League. So I've been watching a little bit of Newcastle, which is their favorite team, to try to get a feel for that. So I'm going to try to do another soccer game. We did a couple last year, but I guess I have a student who knows how to do soccer, so that should be pretty fun. I hope you're enjoying the first rotation as we talk about film. I love movies. I went this week with my son Sam to Gran Turismo. I've been playing Gran Turismo on PlayStation since I was in my 20s, I think. I don't have Gran Turismo 7. It's too hard. The game is too hard. I don't have enough time to manipulate all the controls and that sort of thing, but I love the ethos of Gran Turismo. It's a real simulator for racing. Guys who are really into it, men and women, get the steering wheels and the gear and they go for it. So it's really fun. So we just watched that. We go to movies all the time. My son works at the movie theater in Hillsdale. He keeps a blog on films. And we're going to try to get him on one of these sessions to talk to the class here pretty soon. Talk about the best movies of 2023. For our purposes today, as we continue our discussion about film and the industry and what it means culturally for us, I think it's important to think about the way that we as people indicate what we value. And it's one thing to say something or to write something about something that we care about or value. It's another thing to sort of vote with your pocketbook. So people tend to pay money toward things that are a priority for them. For me, I have two kids that go to the University of Michigan. So most of my money goes to Ann Arbor for their education because my top priority is my kids. That is my number one priority, so that's where I spend my money. And I think the same is true for entertainment, whether it be vacations, whether it be going to the movies or concerts or whatever the case may be. We vote with our pocketbook. We buy the music that we like because it's important to us. We go to the films that we like because we want those experiences. So that'd be instructive and just interesting to take a look at the all-time box office list and see if we can make any judgments or figure anything out from how our culture has voted in terms of just going to films, voted with their pocketbook. So I have here Internet Movie Database, Box Office Mojo, and they have ranked all of the films of all time in terms of their box office gross. So the number one grossing film of all time is Avatar, which was released in 2009. It's a James Cameron epic, massive budget, tons of hype around it. And then Avengers Endgame at 2.8 billion, just a little bit behind. The second Avatar at $2.3 billion is third. Titanic is fourth, and Star Wars Episode 7 is fifth. So James Cameron's got to like that list. He's got 3 of the top 5 grossing films of all time. The next 6, Avengers Infinity War at 2.05 billion. Spider-Man No Way Home, which I just watched at home a few weeks ago. I had missed that one, 1.9 billion. Jurassic World, 1.6 billion. The Lion King, The Avengers. Furious 7 is number 11, 1.5 billion. I see you, Vin Diesel. That's pretty good. Top Gun Maverick, which was a very important film. We'll talk more about it after the pandemic kind of killed the industry. Top Gun Maverick made a ton of money and kind of brought the movies back. Frozen 2 at 1.4 billion. Avengers Age of Ultron 1.4. Super Mario Brothers 1.3. That was just this year. Black Panther, Harry Potter. Barbie is at 1.3 billion. It's the 18th highest grossing movie of all time, over Star Wars: The Last Jedi. How about that? And then another Jurassic Park movie. So you see the top 20 there. And when you think about people consuming media and voting with their money and indicating what they're interested in by what they spend their money on, what does this tell us? What can we learn from this list? What sorts of things connect to and inspire the imagination of people? And what sorts of connections or comparisons can you make between this list? So what I'd like you to do is, I'm going to wrap this video up, and I'm going to put an assignment in the weekly log here. What I'd like you to do is just study this list. If you don't know what some of the films are, just look into them briefly, and then see what you can do in terms of writing a comparison and contrasting paper. And I'll put the instructions in the next entry on Moodle. What comparisons can you make? What judgments can you make from this list that might indicate what our culture thinks is important, where we place our priorities, what inspires the imagination of the moviegoer, what gets people excited to leave their houses and go to the box office. Remember, these are not streaming numbers. They're not numbers from rentals or purchases. These are at the movie theater, people that paid money to buy tickets to go to the movies. What does this top 20 list tell us about our culture, about what we value, about how we spend our assets and our time and our money? And check out the next entry on Moodle, and you'll have an opportunity to write and share a little bit about your thoughts. Hope you're having a great semester. I look forward to seeing everybody September 9th. Again, I will be down there in person. And definitely look forward to meeting some of you in person. I saw a couple of you at the office a couple of weeks ago when I was at Taylor Hall, and I'll be back September 9th and 10th. Just shoot me a text if you want to come and watch us do a game, if you want to get in broadcasting and start doing games, if you just want to hang out and watch us, whatever you want to do, we're here for you to help. Hope you're having a great semester, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.